My name is Agnita and this is my story. I was born in the sunny Caribbean island of Antigua to a Jewish mum and a West Indian dad. I grew up in England from the time I was a baby, and my Jewish mum sent me to a Catholic school, so I grew up believing all the facts about Jesus. But when I was 15, I realised that Jesus didn't just die for the sins of the world, but he died for my sins in particular, and that I needed to make a response. So I gave my life to Jesus, and my life completely changed from that point. I had a big longing in me to get married, so I prayed and asked the Lord. And when I was in my 30s, when hope was sort of flying away, I met this wonderful man from Nigeria. And in fact, I'd called him forth. And he said he felt led to marry me and pray about it. So I did. So I got married to this amazing man called Peter, and we had 4 wonderful children. And then after all 4 of them were born, when my youngest was only 9 months old, he was murdered in Nigeria, shot through the heart. God brought me for a time when I had to raise my children with him, so I was parenting with God really, and he taught me a lot of things and how to depend on him. As my children grew, my eldest son Michael was diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder, Morquio syndrome, or mucopolysaccharidosis type 4A. It's genetic. And then a couple of years later, my 3rd son was diagnosed with the same medical condition. So that threw me into the whole world of disability, which is not always a world you choose to be thrown into. But God kept us as a family and gave us wisdom, and also gave us a great deal of faith and love and joy. So because of that, I got involved as being a trustee of Livability, which is a large Christian charity for disabled people. And I was also governor at Nash College, which was a college for disabled young people as well. And that opened my whole eyes up to God's love and care for people who are disabled, and I still carry that interest now. I would just love to say to everyone, listening, that Jesus is the answer to every need, every problem. And no matter what you go through, no matter how sad you can become or what tragedies happen, God is still able to lift you up and to help you, because he cares about each one of us. And I love to share about him. Jesus is my joy.